Hello, YouTube friends. Father Frank Pavone here, National Director of Priests for Life. I wanted to give you a personal update about our court appearance yesterday, December 9th, in Federal District Court in Washington, D.C., over the Priests for Life lawsuit against the HHS Mandate. Ours was one of the first lawsuits introduced back in 2012, and it includes myself and Janet Morana and Dr. Alveda King, niece of Martin Luther King Jr., as individual plaintiffs along with the organization Priests for Life. And of course, we're suing the Obama administration for infringing on our religious freedom by forcing employers to include in health insurance coverage practices that we teach people should not do: contraceptives, sterilization, abortion-inducing drugs, and so forth. Now, the government heard our case in court, and we expect a judgment very soon. Probably within a week, you'll be hearing from me again here on YouTube about the decision in our case. And what we're telling them is we can't comply with a mandate like this because we're supposed to have freedom of religion in America, which doesn't only apply in church on Sunday, it applies in the workplace on Monday and every other day of our life besides. So we have been saying to them, look, you can't just tell us that you care about our religious freedom and then act in a way that disregards it. Psychiatrists say believe behavior. If you see somebody drinking ferociously at a water fountain and they turn towards you and say, I'm not thirsty, and then they keep drinking again, what are you going to believe, their words or the behavior? So the behavior of the government is they're forcing us, no matter what they say about our religious freedom, they're forcing us to do something contrary to our religion, because our religion doesn't allow us to cooperate in the practice of these objectionable activities. And by being the gateway, in other words, by being the reason why somebody has coverage for these practices, in other words, they work for us, and because of Priests for Life insurance plan, they now have coverage for contraceptives, abortion-inducing drugs, and sterilization. We become cooperators in that evil. We become the gateway to it, no matter what we or anyone else might say about it. Now, the government in our hearing in court was saying, well, look, the people who are receiving these services, they're going to be covered no matter what you do. And we're just going to impose that as an obligation on the insurers, not only the employers, and the people are going to be covered for these objectionable activities. And what they were trying to say to us was this: you don't have to do anything different from what you're doing already. You provide the names of your employees to your insurance company. And by the way, we need to do this by January 1st, only a few weeks away as of this taping, because that's when our health insurance renews. They say, well, just provide them the names. And the government said, here's what all you have to do: say that you object. In other words, sign the certification that says you're a not-for-profit religious group and that you object to the coverage of contraceptives in your policy. And then you, the government told us, are standing on your beliefs. We're not asking you to compromise or abandon those beliefs. You're standing on your beliefs, and you're saying you're objecting to the coverage. Now, why isn't that good enough for us? Because they're still forcing us to provide the coverage. That's why. You can't just say, oh, your religious freedom allows you to say that you object, but here you have to do what you object to. This is absurd. The government is saying to us, you have to be the gateway to these services. Now, the fact that we may not be the ones paying for it still doesn't satisfy the objection. The fact is, it's through being employed by Priests for Life and having our insurance plan that these individuals would have coverage of these objectionable activities. It's still through our cooperation. So what we said in court was, this is what we object to. This is a burden on our religious freedom. This is a violation of existing laws on religious freedom, and therefore we await the court's decision. But in the meantime, brothers and sisters, of course, we're not going to compromise our faith. We're not going to compromise our conscience. And that's what this fight is all about. This is not about minor details and particularities of the law. This is about something big. This is as big as in the scriptures where the apostles had to say to the authorities of their day, we will obey God rather than men. And I assure you we are saying the very same thing today. So continue to stand with us in our fight for religious freedom and with so many other groups who have not only launched lawsuits but are teaching and preaching and speaking about this every single day. Keep tuned to our website, preachforlife.org, especially the HHS Mandate page for updates, and we'll be talking to you soon about the outcome of this case. God bless you.